CyberPunk 2077. Let's talk about it. So, what kind of caught my eye today is, like, CD Projekt Red lied even about, like, the most basic of, like, claims. And, like, apparently they didn't think any of these could come back to bite them. So, one thing that they claimed that, like, why would you even lie about this if it wasn't true? Just because they knew it would sell more copies, is they were saying that Keanu Reeves had played through the entire game of Cyberpunk 2077, even though, according to his own admission in a recent new interview where he was being interviewed for something completely different, he's in a new Matrix movie called Matrix Resurrections. Well, it turns out he wasn't. He's not even a gamer. He just did the acting and the voice work, which I assume is great and whatnot, and that's it. So, they were in an interview with the Matrix Resurrection star Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss. So, Keanu's brief admission that he had never played the game in which he starred, which launched a year ago, and this was first spotted on Reddit. The admission directly contradicts statements made by CD Projekt Red Adam Kaczynski in late 2020. During the interview, which promotes Epic Games' playable Unreal Engine 5 demo, the conversation turns to other games, which the two have portrayed characters. There's a brief mention of Moss's time in the Mass Effect series, and Reeves mentions that Warner Brothers is like, quote, "Where's the ball? Oh, you mean the ball you dropped 15 years ago." But when he asks if he plays video games himself, he offers a quick, direct one-word answer, no. When asked in a follow-up, even Cyberpunk, he responds, no. I've seen demonstrations, but I've never played. So compare that with Kaczynski, that told investors in CD Projekt Red's third quarter's earning calls. So once again, they're lying to their investors that someone directly asked late in the call, has Keanu played the game? Kaczynski says, yes, he played the game. But as far as I know, he hasn't finished yet. So, but definitely, he played the game and he loves it. And they reached out to CD Projekt Red for comment. Of course, they wouldn't respond. So here's I don't want to read all this, but like, there's like a whole thing that's going to be linked in the comments of like, just like a bunch of things that they promise would be in there, and there weren't. Okay, so this is from the 2018 gameplay reveal demo. So, from listening to other reviews and information on this game, is that they claim that it was starting production in 2013. It actually didn't even start production until 2016. So, like, these trailers were fake, like from the ground up, just fake. It seems like. Another way to phrase that, so I don't get sued or whatever, is they promised a lot of stuff that would be in the games that, you know, they say, we'll release it when it is ready, guys. Not anytime soon, before, but no. They just screw it. It's good enough. Whatever. They'll still buy it up, right? Okay, so a glimpse of what will be possible in the release game. A glimpse, implying there's like a lot more. Life paths and motives. We know how these choices got turned into life paths that are barely relevant. Like they're good at the start, but like once you, I think Beat 'em Ups was saying like 98% of the game, no matter what path you choose, is all the same. Why would you promise all this? Like this reminds me of like No Man's Sky. Like he just promised everything. Like, that there like even be multiplayer, and even then he's still like, yeah, there's not really a good meme about this is it's a 10-minute YouTube video. It's like No Man's Sky, like type into YouTube No Man's Sky's animation, and it's like this weird rhino thing with like, like a face like that. It's like 10 minutes and it's hilarious, but it like lays out of a lot of stuff that they like promised. More presets, better layout, body type selectors, storing clothes, tattoo customization tab, and many other things. So like I'm a big, I love tattoos. Like this is a crashed UFO, and tattoos are great. But they obviously, yeah, like apparently there's one mirror in the entire game that you can like see yourself in front of, but otherwise, like, once again, Beat 'em Ups was saying like you're a vampire or whatever. This demo takes place near the beginning of the game. In the final product, these events take place right after Life Path in its first proper mission. Given that life paths didn't exist back then, it's possible they didn't even know where these events would fit into the narrative. Callers having a fancy background and filter. Wow. So like, I guess like there'd be you get a call and like it like, a box like pops up on your screen and it's like an animated talking head. That would look cool. First big one, stealth kills like these are non-existent, and if they are, it's a bonk on the object followed by V dumping the body somewhere. There are no third-person cutscenes in the final game. Plot presentation is completely different, probably to cut down animation costs for V. There are no one-night stands of any type or romance happening in your apartment, and you can't invite any NPC into your apartment. Different weapon stats, recoil, spread, and range are gone from stats or hidden. Attachments still have a mysterious, quote, range stat. If someone knows what, blah, blah, blah. V's current apartment. So, yeah, like they said that there'd be like multiple homes you could buy, but there's none. You just start out at one and then you stay there. We've greatly enhanced our crowd and community systems to create the most believable city in any open world to date. So apparently, like they just, I'm sorry, I haven't even played The Witcher 3. Like to me, the game just looks boring. Like to me, it just kind of reminds me of Skyrim. But I know people are going to say, "Oh no, it's way better than that." But no, whatever. Yeah. What was I going to say? Ripper Docs, no. Oh yeah, he said like the animations of the NPCs were just transferred over from The Witcher 3 and stuck into, the new NPCs or whatever. Inspection system like Skyrim, cut. Ricochet has a weapon mod that's synced to your Karoshi eye implants, not based on weapon type. Wall running. I think that's where like the guy like stabs the blade hands or whatever in like directly into the wall. Kind of crazy. No subway rides, taxis and NPCs being passengers and cabs. Saying that life paths unlock special options at important story junctures. Most of the time, these are blue options. When they are yellow, they don't seem to affect anything, and the only juncture in the game that has an influence on future missions and progress through the stories near the end. Branching storyline, yada, yada, yada. Running from the NCPD. Yeah, like apparently the cops like watching footage of it, like they just like spawned out of nowhere once you would do anything against the law. Random encounters. The narrator not only says that the scavenger attack is not only a random event, but an example how, quote, your actions directly influence the open world, and that's a straight up lie. So, yeah. Once again, that will be linked in the comments. Yeah, whatever. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.